guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have an exciting video. I'm actually going to be doing a part 2 of testing out free Instagram crochet patterns. So if you haven't watched that video, you can go ahead and watch that one first, or you can stick around and watch this one and then go back and watch part 1 of this series. I wanted to do like a little mini series of testing out free Instagram patterns that I've never tried before, and if I would or wouldn't recommend, basically giving you guys my thoughts of what I think about the patterns. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. The first one that I started off with that I found was this really cute, oh, let me tell you guys, I will have them linked down in the description box below for you guys. I'm also going to be putting like a image up here of the Instagram page that I found it on, just so you guys are able to kind of have a visual of where I found it, and so you know you're on the basically the right page. So the first one that I do want to talk about is this mushy. It's called Mushy Crushy, and the pattern maker is crochet_crochet, and this is what this little guy looks like. It's a little mushroom. His little top goes up and it goes right back down, and he is just too cute. He's one of the only no-sew patterns that I tried out this go around. Look at his cute little face. He's so cute. I ended up using Premier yarn for the top of this mushy crushy. I used Rain, and then for the body I used the color Cream. The eyes, I ended up going with an 8mm eye, and then the hook size, if you wanted to get this exact size for this mushy crushy, is a 5mm crochet hook. Overall for this pattern I did not have any trouble whatsoever. It actually was an really easy make. Like I said, he's no-sew, which is awesome. And then I did add on like little spots on the top, and they kind of look like little hearts. If we were doing a rating system of 1 through 10, I would give it a 10 out of 10. This is a really great pattern, and I think you guys should test it. It's fairly easy. It's no-sew, which I know everybody loves. So I would think you should add this to your make list. And to sell. I think these would be a good sell. So there's the first pattern that I tried out. The second one that I went ahead and tried out is a turtle pattern. It's not the type of turtle that I think you're thinking of. Most of the time we see like sea turtles. This is more like a land turtle, I guess you can say. The pattern is by 1 Cent Crochet. I did use Premier yarn, using Rain for the body, and then using Toffee for the shell. I used a 5mm hook, and I believe I used 12mm eyes. And this is what this little guy looks like. Look at how cute he is. He is so cute. So the body is worked up within itself, and then the shell you add it on. That's the only thing that you sew on. I did end up adding an extra line of single crochets only because I wanted the shell to pop out just a little bit more, but I think the way that it was written is perfect. It is so cute. I love the little extra blush that I added on his little cheeks. Look at him. He's just, I don't know, he's just so cute. He can sit up on his own because his shell has most of the weight, so he's kind of like this. I definitely want to make more. This was not a hard pattern at all. The worst part about it was sewing on the shell, which honestly, it wasn't even that bad. It's just one piece, and it's one big piece. I hate sewing on little pieces, like multiple little pieces, but this, just one big shell. I mean, it's not even that bad. And then you can stuff it as much as you want for, you know, you can make it a little bit flatter if you want. I went ahead and wanted that big old shell to be shown and seen, so of course I stuffed him pretty well. He's so cute. I love it. So that was the second pattern that I tried, and if I were to rate it 1 through 10, the shell was the only hassle. So I would say like a 9.5. I mean, it's very close. I still love it though. It's still an easy make. I would still make it for markets. It's so cute. I haven't really seen that many people making these. I always see like the little sea turtles, but this is very cute. So the next pattern that I tried out, oh my gosh, I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. I did adjust it just a little bit. It doesn't mean you have to, it just preference wise, right? Is this little rose pattern by Mom Stitchetti. The yarn that I used is Premier yarn. I used Rain for the little bluish green stem here. And then this pink is Ballet Pink in Premier yarn. I used a 5mm crochet hook, so this is how big it would be if you used a 5mm crochet hook with Premier yarn. And it is so cute. Like, it's so dainty, it's so sweet. You can put a keychain on it and make these. I mean, this literally maybe took me like 15 minutes, and that's me, I mean, watching a show, stopping, maybe even 20 minutes, but it was not bad at all. Like I said, I did change something about it. I felt like if you look at the pattern, she only does one row of add-on, because you're gonna crochet this inside on like the back loop, and then on the front loop, whenever you're done, you're gonna add the little petals. Well, the petals to me were too short, so I went ahead and added an extra row of whatever they said that to do with the petals. I added that extra row, and I think it just makes it look a lot more 3D, three-dimensional. So I really, really like that. The other thing, you know how it has one petal, you can also add a second one, maybe a smaller one down here. That's up to you, your preference. Like I said, you can make these into like keychains. I think those would be very popular. You can use 4-weight yarn instead of, you know, this type of yarn. The other thing that you can do is add it on to one of your plushies, like say this little turtle. He can be holding one, you know, in a weight 4 yarn. This one's a little too big for him. I really am happy that she came out with this free pattern, because it is really just so dainty and so sweet and cute. So I kind of want to make an actual red one, because hers is shown as red. I went ahead and did it in pink. You can make like a yellow rose. You can make a lot of these and just sell them together, like a little small mini bouquet. Like, you can do a lot with this. So this is very cute. If I were to rate it 1 to 10, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Very adorable. Not a hassle at all. I hate crocheting like 4 at a time and 5 at a time, but it was worth it for the stem. It was worth it. The next pattern that I tried out is a hat pattern. It is by, I don't want to say it wrong, so I'm just going to put it on the screen. I use Premier yarn. For all of these, I use Premier yarn. I use the Ballet Pink, and it is a hat. Now, when I show you guys this hat, y'all are going to be like, that's not a hat. I don't know where I went wrong. I honestly couldn't decipher the pattern. Maybe you guys are able to. It looks more like a, if I were to turn it this way, it looks more like a rose, you know, like the top of the rose, which is very cute. But I feel like when I turn it this way for a hat, it's not giving hat vibes, or like, you know, those big old hats that people wear to the beach and stuff for sun. Maybe they're sun hats. Maybe that's what they're called. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's not giving it. And it could very much well be the Premier Parfait Chunky, because the hat was made in like lace weight yarn, I believe. And it's very cute and dainty. You can put it like, you can make it as a little keychain, and that's kind of how they weren't showing it with the keychain, but they were showing it that small. But with this, I just don't think it translates. It's very cute if it were a rose, though. You know, you can make the stem if you wanted to. I don't really like this. Like I said, it could be user error. It's happened to me before where I don't understand the pattern, and I did have a hard time kind of looking at the pattern because it has X's and things like that. It's not, you know, single crochet, increase. It has like X's and stuff. So I'm not that good at deciphering those type of patterns. So if you give it a try and you like it, you guys let me know. But my first experience with it, if I were to rate it 1 out of 10, 10 being the best, I would probably have to give it like a 7. And that has nothing to do with the creator or anything. It could be user error. It's, like I said, it's very cute as a rose. I'm not saying it's a bad pattern. I just probably need to retry again and see if I can get it to what they were trying to make it give, because obviously I didn't understand that assignment. So we're gonna put this one aside. The next thing that I went ahead and tried was an alligator pattern. I'm gonna say it's an alligator. I honestly don't know the difference between an alligator and a crocodile, but I think this is an alligator. It didn't say, not that I can remember, but this is by Natalie's Crochet Creations. For the body, I used Rain. It's like a very pale green. It's very pretty. You've seen it. I just want to say this little guy came out so adorable. He's actually very long, which I will say the hassle was like decreasing. That's not my favorite, but in order to get like this, you need to continually decrease until you get to nothing. The little arms were my struggle. I'm not sure if maybe I missed the comment, because sometimes they do put like error and then they put it in the comment that something was wrong. These arms, I kind of had to adjust just a little bit. Honestly, I don't know about the arms. Are cute. They're very cute. Except one of them said like chain 2 and then 2 single crochet and then 5 single crochet down. But then the rest of the arms I think said 2 single crochets and then crochet 5 down. No, it said chain 2 and then 5 single crochet down. It didn't mention anything about 2 single crochets. So I know I probably sound like I'm blabbering, but I was confused on that, and it very much, they could have put it in the description. I did not read it, and they could have said it was an error. But besides that, this pattern is very good. It's very cute. It came out decent size. I mean, this is pretty big. And it's not that long to work up. I mean, you know, it's a continuous, the only thing you have to make sure is the bobble stitches are, you're paying attention to where you're putting the bobble stitches and where you're putting the arms and legs. But I didn't have to adjust where I was putting the arms and legs or anything. Sometimes you have to do that with your tension or, you know, things like of that sort. But with this one, I did not have to change anything. It was the exact same way. The only, I guess, complaint you can say I had was just the arm, but once you figure it out, I just did it the same way the first arm was described. I did it that way on the rest of the limbs, and it came out pretty cute. So 1 through 10, 10 being the best, I'd probably give it 8.8 or 9. It's very cute. The designer did such a good job. I think it looks like such a cute little alligator with its big old eyes. Like I love the way it came out. I love the size that it is, and I can't wait to make more. Like I really do. And it's a no-sew. I mean, who doesn't like no-sew patterns? Because I hate sewing things on. So, you know, I'll probably give it a 9. Sorry, the camera rudely cut off, but I'd probably give it, now that I'm thinking about it and it's no-sew, I'd probably give it a 9.5. Next thing that I crocheted that caught my eye last night, I was looking at just different patterns, scrolling through Instagram to see what free patterns I wanted to test out today. So I make my videos on the same day that I post them. I made half of these last night. And by last night, I mean like 1 to 5 in the morning. And then I made the other half just before recording. So it's really fresh on my mind on how I feel about the patterns and how well I think the patterns were. So I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this cute little plushie and I had to add him to my list. So this is it's so funny. It's an onion duck pattern, but I thought it was the cutest little thing. Like I haven't seen people make it. Or like the people that I watch on YouTube, I haven't seen them create this pattern or recreate this pattern. And I just thought it was the cutest little thing. Like, come on, an onion duck. What? You know, so here is the onion duck. The pattern is by Mushy Plushie. I use a 5mm crochet hook, and I used Rain for the sprout and then Cream for the body. The yellow is unknown. I have no clue where I got this yellow from. I'm assuming it's Premier Perfect Chunky, but I don't know because I swear it feels thicker than Premier Perfect Chunky. So it might be like light. The Sweet Snuggles Light, it might be that. He is so adorable. I am going to be completely honest with you guys. That's why I try out free patterns. And plus it's free, so you can try it out yourself. And you may have a different opinion than I do. But this pattern was pretty awesome. You do the body and you do the sprout together. So those are no-sew. You do have to make his little wings and his, what is this called? A duck bill? You have to make those two separate. And then you also have to make his little feetsies separate. Now, everything on here, well, actually, the body and the little duckbill are from the pattern. Now, these little wings, they're similar to the pattern. I just added like a half double crochet increase and a half double crochet, and then I slip stitched it because I thought they were a little too small for my liking. Doesn't mean the pattern was bad. I wanted them a little bit bigger. The feet was actually, it just said magic ring, or it said magic circle and then fasten off. I didn't want tiny little circles to be his little nubby feet. I just didn't want that. I wanted like these fat toes. That's what I wanted. I wanted these cute chunky things on his feet, as his feet. So the feet I actually got from a beaver pattern by Haru Crochets. I'll put it up on here, but that is where these feet are from if you guys are interested in doing this exact thing. If not, you can definitely do the feet that come with this free pattern, the onion duck, which is just a magic ring. It doesn't say to add any single crochets in it or anything. I didn't do that, but I think this is so cute. It came out so adorable. I really do love the pattern. Besides the feet, I love the pattern. I love that it's all of this is no-sew. These are, I mean, whatever. These are so easy to add on into. They're not too bad. So I wasn't that upset when I had to crochet these and sew them on. They're not that bad. For this pattern, honestly, I would probably give it a 9 out of 10. The only thing that's like throwing me off are the little feet. But like I said, everybody has their own preference. I'm not saying it's a bad pattern or the feet are bad. I'm just saying I prefer big, fat, chunky duck feet. So that's why I changed it. But definitely try this pattern out, guys. It's just so cute. It's a little freaking duck onion. Like, who thinks of that, you know? Like, I sure didn't. It wasn't my first thought of, let me make a duck onion pattern. So I just think the concept is pretty awesome, and I think you guys should show this pattern some love. I think it's pretty cute. So, and the last one that I want to talk to you guys about, I actually found it, I want to say about an hour before I started making it. And I started making it probably like at 4 p.m.-ish. It didn't take that long. It probably took me 35 minutes or so to make. And it's a gnome pattern. It's by Golden Spun. The hat is in toffee. Again, I'm using Premier yarn. The body's in cream, and then his little nose is in rain. I know that's kind of weird to get his nose, but like it reminds me of like if a gnome were to stand out like in ice cold weather, his little nose would be blue. So I mean, that it isn't winter, but that's what I was thinking of whenever I wanted to make his nose blue. So he is very cute. You can actually honestly make this no-sew by making his nose a bobble stitch, because it's not a bobble stitch. That is separate. You sew it on, and then you sew on the little frill of the hat, which the frill of the hat I don't even mind because I do that with the octopuses or the octopi, so that's not too bad. I kind of wanted his hat to be a little crooked like that. I think it looks so much cuter. But like I said, the nose, you could always switch it out to a bobble stitch if you wanted to. It is a sew on though for the pattern, which I didn't mind because that's the only thing you had to sew on. He's just adorable. I think him in a bunch of colors would be cute. Now I don't know how well a gnome would sew, but these around your house would be adorable, you know? And the fact that they don't have eyes, they remind on my, I don't know. I feel like they're like a little lazy. You know what I mean? Like in a good thing, in a good way. Not like, oh, you're lazy to not put eyes. I just mean just because he's like covering his eyes up and he's like lazy and sleepy. So he's so cute. For this, if I were to rate it 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I would probably give it a 9.2 or so. He is very cute, very easy make, and I just love the way he came out. They were showing like the pattern testers, the appreciation for the pattern testers. There were a lot of good combination of colors on that post. So if you want to make this little guy and you're kind of don't want to do like the original colors or don't know what colors to use, definitely go to that post and it'll show you what they used. And some of those colors you wouldn't even imagine to use. That's where I get inspiration. We all get inspiration from each other, and so seeing those colors work together, or what color nose they used or hat in comparison to the body, is very inspirational when you are kind of blocked from not knowing what colors to use for a project. I definitely like seeing appreciation posts, so I am happy the artist did that for this pattern. Those are all the plushies that I tested out. Let me grab them all so I can show them all to you one more time. Here are all the little guys. We have the hat, the onion duck, the alligator down here, the gnome, the cute little turtle, the rose, and the mushy crushy. So these are all the patterns that I tested out this week that are free on Instagram. So if you guys want to test them out, just go to Instagram, go to my description box. I'm going to try to figure out how to put a link, because obviously I'm new to this, so I am still really trying to figure out how that works, because it'll say it'll work once I post it, and then it'll say error when I check back on it like a couple days later. So I really don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's a work in progress. So just be patient with me, guys. If you don't see it in the description box, I promise you guys I'm trying, and I definitely want to give credit to all of these amazing crochet artists who make these patterns for us, for free. So I think it's freaking awesome. Let me sit back down because it feels kind of weird having my head cut off. Let me put these down. So that's going to be the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed the part 2. I have a ton more to try out. If you guys want to see me, see clips of me while I'm crocheting these little pieces, just let me know. I don't know if people like the kind of vlog style while I try these out and then give you guys my opinion, or show you guys hey, this is a problem I'm running into with this pattern, to physically and actively show you guys what's going on, or just showing you guys my completed pattern and my final thoughts on it is better for you guys. These are just this type of setting is a lot faster for me to make, but if you guys enjoy music and me watching me crochet and then showing you guys what it is and showing you guys my issues, I can definitely do that too. Just let me know. And I am still working on getting my free pufferfish pattern out, so I can put a tester call for you guys on Instagram. I'm still working on that, but it will be coming out soon, within either next week or the week after. I'm gonna work on it after this weekend. So if you guys are interested, just make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I will be posting that, and it is gonna be a free Instagram pattern. Just wanted to make sure to throw that in there. I can't wait until my free Instagram pufferfish pattern comes out. I'm excited. I hope I see a bunch of people trying it out, and that would just make my heart so happy. So, but yeah, last thing I will say is I do have my 500 sub giveaway going on right now. I did not know how much of a hassle it would be for international shipping. I honestly didn't even know a lot of people watched me that were international, which is amazing. I'm so happy to see that, and I really do appreciate you guys. I am going to have to figure out the logistics on that for my next giveaway so I can include you guys, but I guess for this giveaway, since it's a short amount of time and it didn't even pop up in my head, I didn't even realize that shipping would be so much, or all of that jazz. I guess it's only going to be open to US for just for this time around. My next, because I will be having other giveaways. My next giveaway, I will try to figure out all the logistics in doing an international one. So if you guys are interested, make sure you check out my video before this video, and it'll tell you all the details there. But I appreciate you guys. I think we're up to 520. Like I was saying, I appreciate you guys. I think we're up to 528 crochet friends. So I really love how this community is growing. If you guys have any questions about anything that I've talked about, or if you just want to say hi, drop it down in the comments below. Make sure you guys give this video a like and follow this channel or follow my Instagram. It's Melly Inspired Crochet as well. And I hope you guys have a good weekend. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!